This is try number 2. We have all the eggs in there. Well, that looks filthy when you look at it through this. Anyway, we already did try number 1. We tried to do 9 of those ginormous eggs, so we'd have nothing but giant egg layers. And, well, the results were less than spectacular. Let me show you what we got out of 9 giant eggs. I'm about ready to give him his water back. We're going to move him to a bigger cage today because he's done well. He's a very large chicken. I think it's a she, but you never know that for sure until they're about 6 months old. But all the indications that I've ever heard of say it's a hen. It has to be in this cage to keep the cats out. It's got to be safe from cats. But it's growing quickly. Why is there only one? That's probably what you're thinking. Well, all but one of them was fully developed inside the egg. This one hatched out. There was one other one that hatched out, but it was deformed. It could never walk, and it died after a couple of days. This is the only one that survived. I don't know if it has something to do with inbreeding or crossbreeding, or I don't know what it is, but all the ginormous eggs, like I said, they were fully developed inside the eggs. They just never hatched. We don't know exactly what happened, so this time we're doing an assortment. But they were all fertilized by giant egg layers, so hopefully now we'll have gigantic blue eggs. That would be nice. It's a cute little thing though, isn't it? Let's go back to those eggs. As you can see in here, we have several blue eggs. We have a few more of them giant brown ones. We're going to give them a second shot in case maybe the power went out and we didn't know it. But I also got one of them tiny white eggs in there. Just want to see what that chicken's going to look like. He's going to be a teeny tiny little chick. Be cute. So let's see what happens. They're supposed to be hatching in just a few days. At 7:30 on Wednesday morning, they're not supposed to even start hatching until Thursday. Look what we got going on here. We've already got a little crack in one of the blue eggs. So that's a good sign. We're on the way. Well, it's Thursday morning. Today's the day they're supposed to start hatching. And as you can see, we have several of them that have already begun hatching and 2 that are out walking around. Most of the eggs already have cracks in them where the chicks are trying to get out, but not all. What's strange, after losing all but one of those last ones that were in giant brown eggs, the first one that hatched was a giant brown egg. He wanted out. I hope it's not a he. We'll see how it turns out. We're going to count our chickens after they hatch. Well, here it is Thursday afternoon. Today's the day they were supposed to start hatching. As you can see, we've got a little guy pushing through right there. Little guy pushing through right there. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. There's a little guy pushing through right there. Yep, 5. So far, only one of them's black. The rest of them following their fathers and looking in the whitish color direction. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6. The only one so far that we're not getting any activity out of is this blue one right here. The rest of them are coming through, and we're looking forward to seeing that little tiny chick. He's one of them itty bitty eggs. He's fighting to get his way out. They're all 3 still pushing and fighting to get out. There's his little beak poking through right there. So we're anxious to see how many we end up with. Looks like we're going to get all but 1. Well, 2, because one of them cracked and went bad a week and a half ago, so I removed it. The first one to hatch was one of the big brown eggs, and there's a big brown egg here who seems to be doing real well at trying to push his way out. So good for them. I'll get back with you when we get to the end. There's a little cutie. They won't even turn and look at me. They say that means they're a hen and they don't eyeball you. They say the ones that just look right at you with their head cocked, they're roosters. We'll see. We did the feather thing. This one looks like it's going to be a hen, which is good. Well, there's everybody in there. Got 6 yellow ones, 1 orange one, and 2 black ones. Look at that little teeny tiny little guy right there. A little teeny tiny guy. He was in that teeny tiny little egg. And then we got this guy. He's the only one that survived out of the last batch. There were 9 of them, 2 hatched, but one of them was deformed. His legs were weird and he didn't make it. But he is a vocal guy, or she. I don't know if it's a he or she, but we'll find out in time. But these guys are the little ones that we just saw. We had 2 eggs that never hatched. So that's what happens. Hopefully they're not a bunch of roosters like the last time. Thanks for watching. Sub if you haven't. Give us that thumbs up. We like those. And we'll see you again on Spring Holler Farm.